Hi guys, the date is Monday, the 5th of August 2024, and this is poem number 74, and this poem is called We Are Only Human. So let's talk about it. We Are Only Human is about seeing somebody for the first time and judging them from what you see without knowing who they are, without knowing where they come from, without knowing their views. It's about discrimination. It's about being prejudiced. It's about judging a book by its cover. Now, this can take many forms, but the forms that it mostly takes is skin color. And when you see somebody that you don't know, you tend to think, who are they? What are their beliefs? These people are different to me and my race of people, so why should I trust them? Well, it's very wrong to just not trust people because they're not like you. We are all one family and we all have to live as one people, you know, black and white. You could be mixed race, you could be African, Asian, South American, you know, a mixture of everything. So it's wrong that people judge by skin color, but it does happen. When my parents moved to this country in the 1950s, my dad came in 58, my mum came in 62, and when my dad came first, there was a lot of prejudice about. So when he came, obviously he could not afford a house of his own. So people who came from abroad had to rent rooms. And on the front of the building, there was 3 main signs, and they were no blacks, no Irish, and no dogs. And these were on hotels and boarding houses all across the country. And it was a normal thing to have these signs up because there wasn't no law saying that this was being discrimination against other races. People just did what they did. A lot of dark-skinned people found it hard to get a place to live, you know, a boarding room. My parents found it easier because they were fair-skinned, and they found it much easier to get a boarding room than their friends and family who were of darker skin color. And this was in the 1950s and 60s. So there's been a lot of discrimination, not just in the UK where I live, but all across the world. I don't think it's going to be very easy to stamp out. I think it's going to be virtually impossible, because when one race of people see another race of people and they don't know how they live, they make a judgment on what they think of that people or person or group of people, and it's wrong. But this is how society and people are. They get nervous, they get untrustworthy of living with people they don't know. So this poem is called We Are Only Human, and it goes something like this. Black or white, there is no in-between. We're classed as either if we're seen. Some people are afraid of the unknown. If we get too close, they'll cast a stone. So if you're in between, if you are mixed race, you're still classed as being black because you're not white as such. And this is how some people define a person. And if a person of colour gets too close, there might be verbals saying, we don't want you in this area, in this street, in this road, leave please. And they'll either tell it to your face, or they might abuse or damage your house, your car, and things like this. So, yeah, all of us are human. We are all human, and we all have to get along at some point in our lives. I mean, we don't have to like each other. Of course we don't, but we do have to live with each other. We do have to tolerate each other. We have to live together. We have to work together. And you can't get away from being close to a different race. It's very rare that people are living in just one race of people. Very rare. Most countries now have got a mixture of different races. African, Caribbean, Asian, South American, European. So there's every race in most countries around the world. So it's something that we're going to have to get used to and tolerate. So guys, until next time, try and be nice to people that you don't know who have got a different skin colour. Stay safe and God bless.